So BRM, let's call this, think about your risk level, and you can have conservative, you know, average, whatever, and risky. We'll call it that. For this, conservative, and then let's say there's other factors. Let me just throw down some quick numbers. So conservative, 50 to 100 big blinds. Average, you could say 30 big blinds, 30 to 35, somewhere in here. And a risky shot would be, sorry, buy-ins, not big blinds. That'd be fucking risky. Buy-ins. So this is Insta BRM lesson. Conservative, let's use tabs, then we can organize better. Hello. Okay. Conservative, average, risky. 50 buy-ins. This is average. And whatever you want to call middle level. And risky is 20 buy-ins is a risky shot. Okay. I wouldn't go below 20 buy-ins as my recommendation to all of you guys. Oh, GTO, by the way, stands for Game Theory Optimal. Good question. If you want to poker in a box, GTO. GTO. Here's a good blog entry. Oh, that's my search. That's not. You could search that. That's why I just searched. But I wrote a blog which actually is pretty popular in Google right now. Like, yeah, it's like the second or third thing that comes up if you Google Poker GTO. But which is cool because it means a lot of people. Google deems this to be one of the better articles out there on GTO and exploitative play. So read that in your own time. Then ask me questions. So conservative, average, risky. Now, a couple factors, considerations. Can you replace your role, right? How devastated will you be if you lose your role, okay? How good are you? And I will warn you that players, like 80%, 85% of the regs out there, 95% of the time, are going to overestimate how good they are. So I would just right off the bat ask yourself, how good am I? Write it down, write down the answer, and then decrease that by 20%. That's how good you actually are. Maybe 30%. It's the same is true for me. I mean, the good news is that, you know, if you think you're really good, then at least you're confident, and confidence goes a long way. But no one's as good at, few people are as good as they actually think they are. So how good are you? If you can crush a game, then you can play on a 20 buy-in roll, right? Now, why am I playing? I have a $400 roll, which means, you know, 500, if I have 500, then I've got 20 buy-ins for 25 NL. Why was I playing 50 NL? That's like 7 buy-ins, you know, if I have 350. Well, I'm taking shots, right? I'm just taking like 1 or 2 buy-in shots. It's like it's something that I can do because I've done so many shots at so many different levels, and I know I crush this game. I know I can replace my role. I know I'm way ahead of everybody I'm playing with. So these are reasons I can do a super, super risky roll, and I'm taking very careful just 1, 2, 3 buy-in shots, right? But this is not something I recommend because for the vast majority of you, none of those things are going to be true, right? That's why you really need to stick to this kind of stuff. If you don't ever want to, if you want to deposit once, you don't ever want to deposit again, then you should be looking at this. In my day job, where I'm playing 200 NL, I'm playing on a, right now I have like a 70 buy-in roll, right? I'm playing on a 70 buy-in roll, and once I hit 100, then I'll go up to the next level with my 50 buy-in roll. So there you go. That's the Insta BRM lesson.